whenever you hear all this thing come up, anybody remember the pretext for the March 2011 invasion of Libya? So this thing is a recurrent trend. The only difference is the words used, but the language, the tone, the nuance is all the same. I mean, I'll give you another one. He says, it is time to put the imperial hat back on. Mr. Prince, when was the hat ever off? That's the question for the West. Imperialism is what they do. It's the very nature of what they are. It's empire. I mean, if Mr. Prince doesn't know, surely it means the US has been very successful at hiding its empire from the likes of Mr. Prince. But those outside of the United States know the extent of what United States global power is. Here's a country with over 750, and I repeat, 750 military bases. That is more bases than there are United Nations members, which explains why the US, dominates global politics, but does it very quietly, while maintaining that American belief that, they in no shape, in form, have imperialism as part of the agenda. But jokes aside, history has not been kind to those who have borne the brunt of this US imperialism. Latin Americans, for now, are not traveling treacherous routes to the US border for no reason. I mean, we just need to look back in time. The 50s, the 60s, the 1970s. Surely we didn't miss the banana wars, which literally played out in the US backyard. I suppose now we know the reasons for the removal of history books from the US curriculum. A fact that, has left a large swathe of the US citizenry without a grasp of history. But Adesoji Speaks Knowledge is a place where we try to reframe the narrative. So here's a quick lesson on Latin America. The United States often cites the Monroe Doctrine at cover that they will not allow any adversary in its backyard. Washington went about toppling governments considered not serving its interests. And I'll give you a couple of CIA or the School of America's inspired regime changes. In 1954, the CIA backed the coup of Jacobo Arbenz in Guatemala. In 1964, it was the turn of João Goulart in Brazil. 1972, September 11, 1972, it was the turn of Salvador Allende. In 1984, Maurice Bishop bore the brunt of American imperialism. 1989, it was strongman Manuel Noriega in Panama. In the 1990s, Jean-Bertrand Aristide would feel the brunt of the American power.